To this week's G.I. Joe toy review, where we will be continuing Ninja Month with the G.I. Joe Samurai Bushido. But before we get to Bushido, we'll do our shout-outs of the week, starting with Back to the Media at 41 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia, right on the Walking Mall. And you can go there for all your video game needs, like dating all the way back to the Atari, all the way up to current systems. So go ahead and check them out. And after you leave Back to the Media, you can head over to 115 South Loudon Street to Time Travelers Toys and Collectibles, where you can get all your collectible needs. And you can find G.I. Joe, Transformer. Oh, sorry, y'all. But you can find G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, He-Man, She-Ra, all of the classic cartoons, Ninja Turtles, even WWE stuff. And you also get movies, and you can get comic books and whatnot there. And after you leave there, you can go to 80 Weems Lane to 4 Color Fantasies at and check out all your comic book stuff, from old titles to new releases. And I just literally bought a whole bunch of stuff from there just the other day. You know, IDW, G.I. Joe, as well as Marvel Run. So go ahead and check them out. And then after you leave there, if you need any kind of counseling for whatever various ailments you may have, check out
the total defensive battle. But when Joe
Healing Grace Community Services and see Dr. Robert C. Brown. And he's a good listener, gives good sound advice and whatnot. You know, I trust him. He's a good dear friend of mine. But let's get to our subject of the week, Mr. Bushido, starting with his file card, where it says Ninja Commando, codename Bushido, when we actually know he's a samurai. But file name is Go Find Lloyd S. Primary military specialty is cold weather specialist. Secondary military specialty, tactical strategist. And his birthplace is Hollis, Queens, New York. And his grade is an E5. Bushido is known as the Snow Ninja and was stationed in, of all places, Iceland before joining the G.I. Joe Ninja Force. Iceland, you know, that's actually a pretty green area. He has a great respect for tradition and wears an ancient samurai helmet, as did his warrior descendants. He prefers to practice his martial arts skills in freezing temperatures to heighten his sense of awareness and discipline. Actually, in freezing temperatures, Iceland is not the place to go. You know, you might want to go to Greenland. His 2 primary goals are to perfect his Taisho technique and to protect his fellow teammates by immobilizing enemy combatants. After studying the techniques of such notable ninjas as Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, Bushido learned to formulate and implement defensive combat techniques that quickly neutralizes enemy attacks. Like his sword brother Banzai right here. He is known for being cool and collecting in the heat of battle. And the quote at the bottom says, Finch's Clouds Focus. Actually, that's a good lesson right there. You know, so let's take a look at Bushido, starting with his accessories, starting with the figure stand, upraised G.I. Joe logo, codename Bushido on the front. And here's his samurai helmet that he comes with. It's actually pretty cool, with the horns and the tusks looking stuff. You know, it's pretty cool. And he also comes with his backpack sleeve that a lot of the ninjas come with, which is pretty cool, done in white. And he's got his 2, what I like to consider samurai swords, with the white handles and the silver blades. And he also comes with, like Dosho, who we reviewed last week. He comes with a sickle on a chain, or supposed to be sickle on a chain. But it's actually to your typical G.I. Joe standard string with the handle and the sickle right here. But Bushido's is done in black instead of the blue. So let's take a look at Bushido, where you actually see his face. The vintage figure you couldn't. You know, with the dark hair. He's got the black hair and whatnot. Caucasian guy. Blue uniform with the white. Which he's very reminiscent of Hardtop that we reviewed back in November in Village People Month. So go and check that out in the archives. He's got a little red on the shoulder for a little splash of extra color. So let's take a look at his, he's got his hands. Unfortunately with mine, I got mine with the fingers broke off, but that's alright. He can still hold the sickle and the sword. But let's take a look at his articulation, which he has a typical G.I. Joe 360 head. His arm can raise to here. His arm can lift, rotate the full 360. He can bend at the elbow, rotate at the elbow, and he can also swivel at the wrist.
Like I was saying, Heather is visiting with the class.
And he does have the ab crunch feature, but it's kind of hindered by the web gear, but it's still there. His legs can spread about that far, make him look do somewhat of a split. Leg can lift, both legs can lift full 360, and he has the double knee joints. And his foot and ankle can split that way, can bend, and he's got the rear rotation on his ankle. But doesn't really shrivel well at all. At least on my example doesn't. But let's take a look at Bushido geared up. So here's all Bushido all geared up. You know, like I say, even though with the broken fingers, he still could hold his sickle. You know, and overall, you can find him in the 140 issues of the G.I. Joe comic with the Ninja Force, and he makes his animated appearance or debut in the Geek animated special, The Ninja's Holiday, with the rest of the Ninja Force. You know, and I know Bushido does not make any vintage toy reviews with ACC 788 or with Foreign Base 257. But he does with modern era versions with Sanitary Productions. So go ahead and check out his video on Bushido. And that concludes this week number 3 of Ninja Month. So tune in next week as we review his sword brother, as I said in his file card, Banzai. So tune in next week to check that one out. This has been Bushido. Thank you for joining us in this Ninja Month for me and Joe Motion's Videos 82. We really appreciate your time and viewing us out. So check out his video this coming Tuesday. So this has been Bushido, and this has been for Cobra Island. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle.